Okay, we was lost, so now I'm gonna bring you Reflections of the Void, another game that came out on March, and it's another visual novel. And yes, one thing I have to say, you have here hints. I don't know what it means, hints for a visual novel. Sometimes it's saying on choice, because this game is all based on choice. Saying like what can lead you to. So I put off, I don't know if that's what it means. So navigation. Maybe it can be other thing. I don't know. But I don't know, I'm gonna let out. There is a lot of endings, as you can see. And then in here you have, if you have any questions, just click this icon. So yeah. So let's see how it is. Day 1. The cursed sound will stop only when I fully wake up. My mother would just call me when I didn't wake up for a long time, and now I could get up whenever I want, if it weren't for... Speaking of my mother, how long I'll be living alone? 10 years? Somewhere around here is a notebook where I keep track of the days. Here's a list of hotkeys. Select an item, okay. Next dialogue, left mouse button, okay. Navigate, dialogue options. Select dialogue, navigate to corridor, pause menu, open tablet. Well, to go immediately to what you want. 12 all years. I didn't think I'll be alone for that long. I need to finish all the routine tasks before time runs out. If only I knew where I left the tablet. Find the tablet. So this is for... So maybe the hint is to help you where it is. So find the tablet. Because I can't move. Can I open this? Isn't this the tablet? That say that I can walk. But maybe it's not for now. But let me see hinge. Only to see how it is. Yeah, it says in here, but this doesn't work. Ah, okay. So up and minus. Oh, okay. Now I understand. A sustenance ration for 321, blood collection for 235. Today I'll have to deal with those who cause me the most trouble. If I don't get the job done, it will be much worse for me. I might not see tomorrow. Blood collection, 0 iron cleaning. Leave the room. This made known as Last Place is said to have been created after a mysterious incident at an old asylum for the insane. It is rumored that in a single night all the patients vanished without a trace, leaving behind only handprints on the walls. Dwarf Francisco de Vera was discovered in an abandoned house. All of his paintings gained popularity except for one, Bloody Sunset. In the same house, a journal of the artist was found in which he wrote that every morning he woke up, I noticed that one of the tombstones had changed its position. Press in here. Can open this door. Leave the room, is what they are saying. No, they're saying that. But you can't see nothing else. This is to open the tablet. Subject. Assign to a new world. Deliver. The keeper must not leave the house. The keeper is required to rise at the first sight. The keeper is not allowed to express emotions. The keeper must not get close to the wards. Attached nutritious diet is reserved for only the chosen ones. The keeper food must be may be eaten only by the keeper himself. Blood may only be collected from the chosen ones. Cleaning in the designated rooms is mandatory. Every task must be complete within the establishment time frame. Cleaning. For many years I found cleaning to be something calming. Thoughts will fade away and my mind will become quiet. But now as soon as I take them up in my hands I feel weakness and discomfort. As if my whole body is resisting this task. Sometimes I wonder, could it have been different? Can we talk with someone? No. Blood collection. If I break the order of instructions, my life could change drastically. So we can't do for this girl. Midnight Smile, according to legend, reveals the one who watched you while you sleep. One collector who owned the painting tried to burn it, but by morning the canvas remained unharmed. It was once again hanging on the wall. So that's why you need to see in here, right? And deliver a certain that you need to see who we need to take out the blood. Is it? Okay, cleaning. Number 235 blows more air each day than anyone. Perhaps our time is nearing. Now 235. Today I need to collect blood. Please come forward and extend your arm. What day is today? Today is your... Jesus. It doesn't matter. Please tell your arm calculate it is the alt text. Today, let's say this. So in the next few days I'll be able to live here. Were you told when exactly? According to my calculation, I should have left about a month ago. Apologies, however. I have the same information as you. I'll inform you when the time comes. I understand. Collect blood. Deliver blood. Place the tube in the teleporter. Leave the room. They show in here. Cleaning the room. No one has been here for a long time. It looks like they will bring me a new ward tomorrow. The face of Marduk is the oldest painting in the house. It was discovered among the remains of vanished civilization. The ancient text right on the back of the canvas was translated as "It took more than he could hold, and now is nothing." There's nothing in here. It's clear in here. I won't want to place any of my future wards here. This room is frightening. I never understood the purpose of these black glass squares. I shouldn't be cleaning here today, I really don't want to deal with the aggression of 221 again. This one is aggressive. Elias Morrison was obsessed with the idea of capturing something that cannot be seen. It was said that he lost his sanity as he often claimed that the brush moved not by his will, but that the painting itself begged to be painted. The shadow that consumed the light became one of the most mysterious works on its surface. In small letters, the artist left a warning, a cipher that remains unsolved to this day. Now 552 never spoke to me first and always respond curtly and with one word answer. It seems like he didn't hate me, unlike the others. Can never speak to nobody. Time to collect the food for the wars. The kitchen is probably ready by now. Can we go to the side? There's nothing else. So the kitchen, we already been there. Delivers the status rotation to 321, delivers the rotation to someone else. I must leave the status rotation to now to 300. Alright, I'll deliver the meals to the others, and I'll eat once I finish the remaining tasks. Number 321, today we have the saturation schedule. Leave it and get out, bastard. There's still the standard menu to hand out to the other wards. I'm sorry, I can eat. I haven't tried the food of my wards, but based on smell they seem to choose better ingredients for me. Of course they need me to perform well and not collapse before my time. I finished my task faster than usual, I need to go to sleep. Though if I do, another meaningless day will start the moment I open my eyes. Maybe I should try taking a look outside? No, I can't. The rules don't say that I can go beyond the house grounds. And where will I go? There is nothing out there. Mother said that in the fog there is only emptiness, and emptiness is not there is nothing. Yeah, maybe it's better if I just go to sleep. So how you save? You press ESC? Yes, because they say there is a lot of choice, so to save often. So let's see, go beyond the house. You have broken the rules. This will lead to reverse the costs for the plot. I expect it's nothing but fog. Will I be saved if I step into this grey mist? I've never broken the rules of the house. I never even considered disobeying Mother, not once in my life. But when I became the keeper of this house and saw so many people, they all acted irrational, trying to make their lives easier through trickery, as if Margaret was pulling them toward breaking the rules. Such thoughts were foreign to me. Until recently, it as if I started to understand my wards and began adopting some of their traits. It's stupid, isn't it? It's strange, I feel energetic until I left the house. Maybe it's the fresh air affecting me, or the long walk. How long have I been walking now? The darkness quickly began to engulf the tree branch and the ground, even fog vanished in the gloom. I never thought night could fall so fast. Damn, I can't catch my breath to keep going, I need to rest. You gonna rest in there? Day 2. My head is pounding. Why am I in my room? I felt like just a minute ago I was walking through the forest, then it got dark. I don't understand, maybe it was all just a dream? Sometimes all the days blur into one and only the nasty sound outside the window reminds me that a new day has begun. We were outside, now we are inside? Why? Interesting. Okay, we have new things to bless. Once only blood relatives live in the same house, it's amazing how everything can change suddenly. How about I have to press this button? Okay, these things. Paintings. This is the only way you'll keep Control Nova. More paintings. The mother took care of the Nexums and found this tooth near one of them. She lifted her lip, showing me her side teeth, and explained that my words acted the same. Okay, and in here there is nothing. Kitchen. Today I found something odd in one of the books. Want to see? Yes. Here, take it. I don't know who wrote this, but it sounds creepy. My prayers only protect me. I've been locked up here for so long. There is neither food nor water left. A tortured death, a punishment for praying only for my own salvation. Forget about my family. I can't escape from here. I don't want to give this bastard satisfaction. I am considering adding the pain myself. I never seen it before, fearing the hell, but it has come right here. It seems this was right by someone who lived here long before us. Death has never scared me. My mother killed that fear in me when I was very young. Fear is a luxury I cannot afford. I had took blood from 454. Maybe I should take it from her now. It looks like from her body has been analyzed less than the others. Break the rules. 454. Today I need to take your blood. Please come forward and extend your arm. Yes, of course. Right or left? Doesn't matter. I don't mind either. Here. She extends her fragile, slender arm. Thank you. Maybe I deserve a reward for this? Something tasty, perhaps? Maybe I can come up... Maybe I can come up with something. Thank you. Let's go against the rules. Fuck the rules, right? It's like that. Travel was the oldest of all my wars and also most stressful, which caused no small amount of trouble. I need to go down to the base and pick up the cargo. It can't stay there for too long. No matter how many times I come down here, that awful stench of mold and burnt flesh still hits me. It feels like it's getting worse with each passing year. Usually there were no issues when receiving the car, but last time I did this was so long I am starting to feel nervous. The cargo usually arrives in this box. What? Is it a child? I never received a card older than 14 years. Her face, unlike the others, showed no trace of fear. The corners of her lips were turned down, and her eyes held a sad resignation. It was as if she knew why she had been brought here and how it would all end, but that was impossible. No one knew. Get me out of here. My whole body is numb. Stunned by how soft yet authoritative her voice sounded, I silently obeyed. After all, I was supposed to release her and settle her into one of the rooms. It was part of my job. When the rope was untied, I helped the girl climb out of the crate. She suddenly froze, curiously examining the dark basement. In similar situations with other wards, I had felt more confident. I tried to reassure them so they could accept their temporary stay here. But she clearly didn't need my support, and in fact didn't even look in my direction, attention fully absorbed by the old walls of the basement. Follow me, I'll show you your room. You can rest and recover from long-term sport. I said this phrase many times. After that, the settling in procedure always went the same. But the girl didn't move. The only light source in the dark basement began to flicker, and for a moment total darkness descended. Die, you damn keeper! She took advantage of faulty lighting and approached me so quick that I didn't even have time to blink. In the next second, I saw the blade of knife about to sink in my chest. Try dodge. Point of thought, this will change the story. I jumped back, painfully hitting the back of my head against the wall. The girl froze for a moment, as if not expecting me to see her as a real threat. Keepers are afraid of death? What a surprise. She looked surprised and seemed to find the situation amusing. Where you get knife, you won't harm me. Maybe. Even the wall has done a better job at that than I have. Reluctantly, I felt my lips curl into a foolish, restrained smile. I had no right to show emotions. It would undermine my professionalism. The girl lowered the knife, carefully studying my face. Don't be afraid. If I kill you, you will bring food. She threw the knife to the other end of the base and nodded toward the stairs. Are you going to come, or you'll rather stay here? I showed freer. I messed up twice, damn. First I showed the ward that I actually care about life, and then I couldn't hold back a stupid smile. The girl tried to kill me and I laughed at her joke, a top-ranking keeper no less. Speaking of food, I'm absolutely starving. Do your duty, keeper, and bring me the biggest portion. Looks like I got myself a well-behaved keeper. She smiled mysteriously and looked me straight in the eyes. My heart beat so fast in my chest that it felt like it would explode at any moment. I hope it wasn't some kind of illness. Maybe you'll let me leave the room too? What do you say? Leave if you want to. Because I can. Because I can? Or because you don't care what happens to me once I leave? Or maybe you don't care about yourself either? No, you know the rules. Breaking them is your choice, but I won't recommend it. Unless, of course, you like to end up in the house of rule breakers. If I go there, we'll never see each other again. Won't you feel sorry? I feel the same for each one. My duty is follow the orders. Impossible. Absolutely impartially? Or are you just a professional at your job? In any case, I won't argue right now, and I won't leave the room either. I recommend you close the door from the other side and bring me my food. So we have a new subject. The report mentioned that number 555 was not trustworthy, although it didn't seem to me that she was trying to deceive me. It was time to get the full 555 looked exhausted by her and beat on. I had to hurry. But first I had to write the number on the plaque, 555. For the first time I'll be assigned a ward with that number. 555. I must hurry to leave the food on time. My own dinner as usual can't wait. Even though I'm unbearably hungry, a keeper needs should take priority. My main task is to follow instructions precisely. I need to bring the sustenance to ration to number 255. That's my duty. I shouldn't question it. But wouldn't it make more sense to take it to number 555 instead? It seems like she needed more than the others. 454 mentioned that she too would like to receive a ration. No, we must not pay attention to the wish of your wards. Someone else. I promise to the kid. Right? I promise that. The other thing is the new one needs more food. But she can trick you. Is I gonna keep my promise to the kids. Today you are scheduled for your sustenance ration. Thank you. I know it's not my turn, and you made a safe just because I asked it. For 50 hours seems confused, she was never set to continue. In other words, you treat me well, and it will be unfair of me to not share some information with you. I heard someone call me, thought it was you, but then your footsteps, keeper, came from the opposite side of the corridor. Did someone get the chance to leave their room? Honestly, I tried to go out, but every time I opened the door, the oxygen started running low. I won't be able to leave my room, I swear. I just want you to know I haven't broken any rules, and I inform you about the disobedience of the other watch. I hope this is got to notice in my file. 454 didn't cause me any trouble. I just heard her door creak open, but girls just stared down the empty corridor. For some reason, wards, before they are chosen, refused to leave their rooms. Up until now, I had been sure that wards stayed in their rooms because the rules forbade them from doing otherwise. But what if I was wrong? How do you think you weren't able to leave when you want? Do you know whose footsteps you were? Good information? Fake for information? Do we know? Like, it will be hard. How do you think you weren't able to leave your room when you wanted? I don't know. At first I thought it was just fear, but with every attempt I got to accept that I could. Something inside me tried to explode at the moment I stuck my hand beyond the threshold. That's correct. You are not supposed to wander around the house freely. You need to earn your place in the new world for that. The war should know that I'm blind as they are. For the first time in 12 years, I heard information that the rooms cannot be left until transportation is approved. But if 454 is telling the truth, how could someone leave right now? Keeper, thank you for your kindness. It means a lot to me. Like all the wars, 454 thought that I had control over prompt transportation to New World. Fortunately, they didn't know that my opinion didn't matter. I wish you a pleasant meal. Maybe the other, like, let's see the other one. So, deliver. Okay, there is no fast footsteps. No, it was far away, but door slammed somewhere at the end of the hallway. Thank you for information, hope you bless this sensation. Does seem like 450 is lying. I need to check out the wards. Maybe I'll find fight the violator. I need to focus on this first. I'll bring food to the odds after I'm sure no one has broken the rules. It was clear that out of Malmeyers, it was 555 who broke the rules, but for some reason I hope it wasn't her. Is in place. Is in place. There is nobody in here. In place. So did 454 lie, or did someone manage to slip back into the room unnoticed? Yep. I need to leave food for the rest of the wards. There's still some menu to hand out to the other wards. I'm sorry if I can eat. Maybe she lied to us? To them are as unusual. I guess those long conversations with 555 really drained me. Time to sleep. You can try to go beyond the outer of the house again. That's hard. Try again to beyond the house? Or maybe you can't, maybe you need something else. But let's try to see. It feels like just yes, I step outside, break the rules, but was that even possible? I did in my room. Who carried me after I fell asleep? And why did I fall asleep on the cold, damp ground surrounded by trees and mist? I always try to follow the rules to diligently carry out my duties, but maybe this plot to survive itself. What's the purpose of suffering day after day, living according to someone else's design? For what? Just to live a life you don't even want? A damn endless cycle. Mother always said that there was nothing in the mist, that beyond this house there was nowhere I could go on my own. Since childhood I was taught that breaking the rules meant punishment, and there was only ever one punishment, death. But what if that's a lie? What if they are just trying to scare me, to make me their obedient slave? Yes, if my memory serves me right, I broke the rules. At very least, I stepped beyond the house boundaries, and now I'm doing it again, and I'm still alive. Maybe I can just leave this place and go to New World? No. What about my wards? I still don't know what will happen to them if I leave. Abandoning them without knowing whether they will survive will be reckless and selfish. At very least, I need to find answers before I go. Maybe 555 knew something about New World, though I have no idea how to even talk to someone like her. I can never tell if she's joking or being serious, if she's insane or just too smart. Damn, this round is a guess, just like yesterday, which means what happened yesterday wasn't a dream. That means someone must have brought me at home, but that's impossible. No one except 321 has the strength to do that, and 321 will never leave his room, let alone carry me back. If none of the wards did it, then that means something else is out there in the forest. Someone who knew exactly which room to bring me to. Someone who was clearly watching me and maybe still is. That thought sent chill through me. The wind picked up and mist grew thicker. I felt myself tremble as goosebumps spread across my arms. I'll touch my hearts late, I will never abandon them, but I need to find at least one answer. Maybe I can figure out what lies beyond the forest. Maybe I'll go see New World. I just awake this time. I need to keep myself together. Tomorrow I'll try to find what 555 knows about New World and its government. What's that? Maybe it's the one who carried me to bed? Is someone there? You don't have to hide, I won't hurt you. Guess I imagine it. There's a butterfly, can't you pick up? What the hell was that? Whoa. What is that? I just saw a woman or a monster, and now I'm in my room. From the way I feel, I haven't slept all night. It's like someone teleported me here. Fear still accompanied every moment I made. My hands were shaking and I almost dropped the tablet. I've always considered testing a pointless endeavor. I was never informed of test results and I couldn't understand what they were trying to determine with their questions. Besides, after tonight, I'm not sure my mind is functioning properly. Either I'm losing my mind, or monsters exist and they live in the forest. Sounds insane, but I'm sure I left the house, I was attacked by a ghost or a monster. And there I opened my eyes, I found myself back in my room. Maybe that's why the rules say you can't leave the house? Is New World government trying to keep us safe this way? Alright, I won't leave the house for now. But I need to figure out where the ghosts in the forest are coming from and why the New World government isn't doing anything about them. Damn, I hope I'm not losing my mind. I hope the incidents in the forest won't affect my test results. I never thought about what would happen if I fail it. Maybe I'll find out today. Before testing the wards, I need to clean the room of 555 and 552. Nothing new in here because it's still the same. Whoa! It's the butterfly in here. The dark haggard shadow fused into reality, scratched at the door with translucent fingers. The air quivered, saturated with stench of decaying flesh. Her sobs still trembled in my ears, even as she vanished, as if she had never been here at all. I knew it was over, but fear wouldn't let go. What if I'm starting to see what isn't there? I need to put myself together. I must have been so scared in the forest that my mind decided to mess with me again. Just imagine you never went to the forest and never saw that ghost. Huh. Interesting. It's the kitchen. Keep looking in my room. Yes, I didn't make a mess. I just want to save your time. What the fuck? Tunnels split the air. Beyond the window in the darkness, the spirit slowly rose. The darkness wrapped around me, and once again I felt that same cold, as if death itself was just beside me. She's watching me. I need to get out of this room quickly. I hope it's such an hallucination. Now a brief. You are on the second floor. There is no one in the window. What the hell is happening? What the fuck? The shadow quickly swept through the room, made it unbearably dark, as if the walls were trying to hide something that was meant to remain unseen forever. It was clear that only I had witnessed it. Only I could see what simply should not exist. I need to get out of here as fast as possible. If I stay here even 1 second longer... No, don't think about death, Nova. Do you see that is when you try to clean the rooms that are clean, that it happens. Interesting. Because let's see this one. See, doesn't happen. Why did 555 makes such a mess? So many books on the floor. But see, nothing happened. What is this? Next, keeper, listen careful. First, my notes are hidden in the forest. Don't go too far, they are behind the second tree to the right of the house. That's the only place where they won't find them. Second, you need to find a way to escape from here. Third, the wards sent to the basement die. But don't even think about saving them. Without a solid plan, you don't stand a chance. You'll be the first to die and a new keeper will take your place. One who will blindly send everyone to their deaths. Okay. So, don't go too far, second tree to the right of the house. Second, you need to find a way to escape from here, that's easy. And don't go to the basement without a solid plan. Okay. My hands tremble as I read, sharp pain clenched my chest, and I force myself to take a deep breath, trying to steady myself. All these years cleaning this room, I had never once come across this cursed note. If this really was a message from the previous keeper, then I had sent 6 children to their death. I had to find the records it mentioned. Maybe the last keeper had figured out how to stop all of this. Maybe he knew how to escape this house. But how was I supposed to get to the forest? If reading or clean makes you pull face like that, maybe you shouldn't be doing it. 555 through my thoughts, her voice tinged with concern as she met my gaze. What does it say? It said that all my wards were dying. I couldn't tell her that, not yet. First I need to verify everything, to find the previous keeper notes, to figure out a way to escape this house. And I have to say 555. It's a note from, or maybe just somewhere the joke, there is nothing important. Just a note from what was Olivia here. Was it a girl? Part of it was laced with mockery. The question itself made my face eat up, as if I had anything to be embarrassed about, as if I were actually worried that she might think that way. Did she leave you love letters? She laughed. My words have no gender. As a keeper, I'm not allowed to feel emotions. So there was a girl. You are just refused to admit that you are capable of feelings. 555 laughed again. First of all, there are only children here. Second, if I understand correctly, you are referring to romantic emotions. Beyond the new world, they are forbidden. Besides, love hasn't served a purpose in a long time. It used to exist to help people choose a mate and reproduce. Humans don't give birth anymore. The concept of family only exists in old books. I was irritated, though I didn't know why. My voice grew louder, sharper, and quick fell silent, realizing I was out of line. For my 555 just stared at me, caught off guard. Then it quiet voice she said, Mother gave birth to me, herself, without technology. Not everything in this world is the way you think it is. Her voice wavered slightly on the word mother. For once, 550 seemed to be losing her composure. I was stirred, caught off guard, looking into her eyes. I hesitated to ask about her mother. I was afraid that if I pushed it to 555, I would completely lose control and I would see her cry. It was hard to believe that women in our world had ever given birth on their own. My mother used to tell me otherwise, and when I really thought about it, the one I called mother was just the woman who fed me and taught me. Sometimes I remember her with a sense of longing. Other times I was relieved to be alone, but never once I had my voice wavered when I spoke about my past. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was taught something completely different. If you had been taught otherwise, why do you believe me so readily? You are so naive, it pissed me off. So you made it up? She crossed her arms and shook her head in irritation. You are an unbelievable annoying keeper. I didn't know of your question already. Figure it yourself, whether I was telling the truth or not. So I take big word. Just tend to take people at their word. It let out sharp exhale. Forget it. Doesn't happen. Wait, I want to talk to you. Yes, I'm listed 321. I know we haven't gotten along. It's all my fault. Anyway, I'm sorry for my behavior. I will clean my room myself. You don't need to clean it anymore. Everything fine. The keeper of this house. I don't got all grudge against my wife. Something happened with why the sun changed. Actually, I was wrong. I like living here with you. I'm glad to hear that. Oh shit, oh, so it happens randomly, okay. My head hurts. What the fuck? last words about this pain hug in the air, a whisk of blade, it was over in an instant, blood spray across the floor and his dead eyes staring into nothingness caught me off guard as if he was still trying to say something. What the? I had to pull myself together and go to room 454 and 552 to give the touch to the ward so they could take their tests. What the hell? Oh, what the? On the painting. I didn't know how to handle this. Why do I feel so awful? For 54, today I deliver your test. You need to take it now. $552. What I need to do? I need to press in there. Okay. 545. 454. Everything's ready. Is new to test. One of that never been given before. Was it difficult? Some of the images remind me of something I never seen before, but I can't remember where, so I just guess. I hope I didn't fail. 552. Where's 552? It's not this one because this wasn't tough. He's alive. 552. Today I need to leave your test. You need to take it now. I think I failed it. Will this affect my personal file? I'm not entirely sure that this will harm your stats in New World. Why do you think you failed? Well, I'm not very good with pictures. I don't understand what these abstractions could be connected to. I don't think you need to worry. After all, the result is as important as understanding change in your emotional state and intellect. I understand, thank you. Now it's my turn to take the test. It will be interesting to see how the government of New World uses to update the data. We go to our room. Oh, why I need to go to my room? It's in here. I think I'll have to concentrate better in my room. Okay. What is that? Human... Monarch. I remember that. I mean, it's clear that nothing is clear. This is a bad idea. Act randomly. Hey, it's the paintings. Can I press in here? Yes, it's the paintings. Why is that? No, I didn't want to press in here. It's this, right? Midnight. This is the midnight. These the hands. This. The last please. Play. I think I'm going to fail this test. Maybe I should look for some clues around the house. I'm getting correct. I'm going outside. This is what? Ah. Because this one... Not this one, in this. This one I don't see it. Maybe it's shadow? This is this one. Bloody sunset. Landscape. Man in the Head, Confession. Is there certain ones that don't exist? Death? Certain ones don't exist. Or they are in front. Angel or demon? Dominion white. This one I don't see. It's this one, right? The woman. This one is this. Angel or David? The hell is this now? Yeah, I think it's this, right? Lost Soul. It's time to say goodbye to 321. I say hope that the note was a lie, but even if it wasn't, what can I do? If I don't send him to the base, it probably be killed. I probably kill it. You are dead. What? The visits towards the Keeper's Arms had been altered on a molecular level, leading to the release of a toxic substance similar to the alkaloids produced by fungi of the Calviceps genus. The trees and shrubs became infected with a modified fungus that adapted to symbiosis with the plants, allowing it to spread toxic through air. The toxin accumulates in the body, causing psycho-emotional disorders. In this early stage, paranoia and confusion set in, with hallucinations, disorientation, and dizziness appearing as those increase. In rare occasions, lethal poisoning is possible. Choice yours to reviews to art. You broken the rules. Oh, okay, this is not bad to show. You failed the tests. What? You didn't find the knife. Whoa, there is a knife. Okay. Interesting. That's not any because you died. But how I can know the paintings? Because these are the paintings, but let's go about the house. Tombstones, it has cemeteries, not these. Okay. Okay. This is the kitchen. So it was because I failed the test that I died, or was because I was going outside? That's one thing that I would like to know, because it's like it says toxins, right? But is it because I went outside? This is always clean. This was the monarch, right? Because I think you can never interact with nothing here because it has to have that. The only thing that I will say is that those things that when you can interact to be other color. Because sometimes you can be so white and you can miss. You can deliver to him. Okay. Because like I don't know if I think we died because we went outside and then we were seeing the ghosts. So I gone only to bed. Gonna do different. I'm not gonna accept. I gonna break the rules, right? But I'm not going outside now. So what I gotta do? Not going outside. Yes. Where I saw these. Should I take from her? Because then she says about that information. Okay, I can break. Okay. There is 454 that I need to give the food. Now go to the basement, that we see that woman. The 555. Don't move. She scratched my chest as I ran the blade across my clothes, and I stopped where it was pressed firm against my throat. I know people would rather die. The girl sighed wearily and put the knife away. I'm afraid to disappoint you, but you won't die today. At least not by my hands. Please give me the knife, I'll take you to the room where you can rest. I understand that this way is caused by stress. I recommend you sleep. Sleep relieves tension. Blah blah blah, let's go quickly. I'm tired of your bullshit. The war scared the hell out of me, however thanks to my professionalism I managed to defuse the situation. I repeatedly remind myself that I should never fail to for provocation or show any emotions. But nothing ever went smoothly as I had hoped. I forgot to take the knife from my new ward. Need to read the knife. I don't owe you anything, Keeper. The girl looked calm, but there was hints of irritation in her voice, which she was trying hard to mask. You must follow the local rules, unless of course you want to end up in the world. Who says I want to go there? She was lying, of course she wanted to go, just like all my wards. Even I sometimes wonder about it, until I remember my mother's words. Every time I dream about New World, she will say it was nothing but empty fantasies, that the grass always seems greener when they were not. I held my hand, palm up, gave her a point look. Knife please, dinner please. She mimicked my tone like a child and grimace. Say the knife again, I'll cut your throat, Keeper. Though it doesn't seem like a threat. If I didn't scare, I'll bring you food. That wasn't part of the deal, but I won't turn down dinner. You want that? Okay, we need to write the number. So the other choice to run from her is better. Let's give to her. I should press red button. Don't press. I hope the New World government doesn't fire about the violation. I need to get 555 back to her room, but if the breach is already known, I'll be the one punished. Also, as the keeper, I'll be eliminated. She's not here. He said, may I check room again? So she went back now. You broke rules, we understand what will happen if they found out. The girl yawned, she slowly get up from the bed and walk over to me. And what's going to happen to me, Keeper? You'll be sent to the house for rule breakers. Oh, all scary. She smirked, but then sighed as she noticed the tension on my face, as if realized that to me this wasn't a joke. Alright, sorry, you look so serious. It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. I don't understand why you are upset, and which rule is that I break? Didn't you know you were at the law? I'm upset because I was worried. You were worried about mere word you only know for a few hours? The girl fell silent, her expression turning serious as she waited for me to respond. When I sighed against pressing the red button, I just want her to be punished. If New World government finds out you broke the rules, you'll be punished. So will I, because I didn't report you. Interesting. She didn't say anything more, despite my confession. It was always foolish to admit to a ward that the keeper was breaking the rules for her. Maybe I said it that way in the hope that 555 will appreciate the gesture. We stood in silence for a while, facing each other. 555 didn't look happy. If anything, she looked puzzled. I'll tell you a secret, Keeper. I've been here the whole time, in this room. I never left. And you, since I was assigned to this room, I've entered it for the first time. Moreover, haven't you wondered about why no one of yours leave their rooms? Because they are so honest? They don't want to break the rules? Was 5 out of 55 hinting that I had lost my mind? Or was she trying to tell me something I didn't know? There's a lot of information of 5 out of 55. For example, how she manipulates people and leads them astray. I really thought it was forward, but I'm looking forward to learning something new. You can try to surprise with a new start, but it doesn't change now. I don't think you're ready for that. She sighed and shifted her gaze to the food that had been in my hands the whole time. By the way, I know this food wasn't for me. I still don't understand why you're showing me this favor. Maybe I'll figure out eventually, but right now, Drew took the food from my hands and quite to say. Don't break the rules out of pity. In the end, none of the people in this house will pity you. Finally can eat. Okay. Okay, go to bed. Okay, wake up. She always just got here, or she might feel unsettled. I'll better check on her. Good morning, 555. I'm here to do some clear off the knife. Girl looks sounds like she hadn't slept at all. I was a separate spot, but none came. 555. Stay sitting on the bed, focus on her book. It's Reflections of the Void. The name of the game, Reflections of the Void. I don't remember that book. Was it on the shelf? Yeah. What's it about? A world without reflections. A boy who saw only emptiness in the mirror, and a girl who liked it. Sounds like a children's tale. That's probably why I never read it. Perf let out a dry chuckle. It's not for children. Did something happen? I'm just there for no reason. I've been thrown sleeping in a new place. I haven't slept in days. Alright, never mind. I don't feel like talking. Book's life is that interesting. The knife was too big to be eaten. In corner small, it was stuffed in tight. Aha, this one. This paper. Something wrong. We know about this. And I found a note. I didn't want to believe what I really was afraid would be taken. I must like killed. And what is that you're afraid of? I think if I tell you, I'll become crazy. This way to go to law, but it says she follows her brows and special tense. Parting isn't the worst thing I can have. There are things far worse than that. And she sighed. I'll be sad to lose such a charming keeper. Now it's under my bed. Take it, you might need it. Oh, nice. We got the knife. Nicely done. You gonna say that? I'm doing everything I can take your life bad. Nothing's going to happen to you here. Appreciate that. I'll try to find what happened. Thank you for letting me know. And try to get some rest before dinner if you are not feeling well. I thought I'll be able to sleep. 454 and 552. Okay, do the tests. Okay. Now my turn. Let's save in here because, come on. Immediate diet. I don't know if it was because of test or not. Okay, go to our room. I'll say, okay, let's see this image. Let's go outside. This image is this one. The faceless mark is the only painting in the house. It was discovered among the remains of vanished civilization. Ancient text written on the back of cars was like it took more than he could hold. And now is nothing. Okay. Let's see what it has in here. Greets human monarch. It says monarch, but then he called so greets. I got now this one. This one seems this, right? Midnight Smile, according to legend, reveal one who watch you while you sleep. One collector who ordered the bait tried to burn it, but by morning Cavas remained unarmed. It was once again hanging on the wall. Nothing like special that say, right? Invulnerability, burn, bait became back. Face, Midnight. Midnight is the name. I think it's invulnerability because it didn't die. The owner burned it, but then came back again. This is this. It's have been created after a mysterious incident that old Azil for this say. It is rumored that a single night all the page vanished without a trace, leaving behind only handprints on the walls. And what is the choice? Play hands disappearance. Maybe it's appearance. Let only the. Now this one I don't understand. Because in here you can't press in anything. Only in here. But is this one? The deaths of lost souls, almost by sudden death. There were rumors that if you are staring at the paint long enough, you can notice the future changing its pose. Nothing near of that. Right? That soul can be captured. This audio last portrayed the girl who posed for the bait's appearance without trace. However, Adeline's guilt was never proven. There is nothing. This will not be because it's not even near, right? Angel or demon, this is not for now. Isn't this? Not this one. Is it this one? No, because I can't even press in that. Huh. Is something else that can change in here? I don't see nothing can change. In here there isn't. Is this one? No, I can't even press on that. Although self-validation capture is software that cannot be seen, it was said that he lost his heart as if he claimed that the brush moved not by his will, but the painting itself begged to be painted. The shadow of consuming the light became one of the mysterious work. On its surface, his small letters, the artist left a warning, a cipher that remains unsolved to this day. This one doesn't exist. You're able to use it. Can be in any bedroom, a painting. It's like you can't press in paintings. It's only outside. Oh! It's not these. Okay. Nothing in here I can press. Not in here too. I heard you cry. This have happened. Actually, I was wrong and I felt ashamed. I wish I could stay here with you for as long as possible. I see. But in here there was nothing. There is nothing for that painting. Huh. Am I being blind? Or I missed it somewhere? No, because this is my room and this is another immediately. I'm not missing anything. That's why I say I don't understand this one. A shadow? This is cemetery. We saw this one, so I think it's this one. The only person in the fire in which it's created no by person of the seer perished. It is said that recognized artist chose to burn himself along with all his works that had not brought him the fame he desired. Death. Because he wanted fame and he killed himself. Ah, it's clear that nothing is clear. Okay, that wasn't the best. Damn it. Then we have these. I never saw these. Right? In here isn't nothing. In here there is nothing to press. Because there is not even a painting. And here is the man in the hat. No, this not. It was the other. And this one is the man in the hat. And nothing else. And here there is nothing too. That's why I say, like, am I missing? That's why I say there is some that I don't know what it is. Because I can't press in any of these. And we have this one, but nothing is like that. And this will be like, cannot be seen. Shadow that consumed the light. But it was wrong, it wasn't shadow. The other one wasn't shadow. Punishment? This should be this, right? Or this. The girl who posed for the page appeared without a trace or otherwise good proven. Woman. This one is this. That it says appear as nature of the some saw its representation of evil, while others saw it as a symbol of good. Demon or angel? People. No, yeah. I think I'm gonna fail. Maybe I should look for some clues. This one I think doesn't exist too. Today you're going to New World. Please leave all your blogs here and come with me. Can I take this book with me? 321 showed me an old worn book. The cover was pure white, still could display an image of a flower resembling Daisy. I've never seen this book before, maybe I just forgot about it. Unfortunately, no, all belongings must stay in the house. The wards are only allowed to choose the clothes they will wear to the new world. I can wait in the hallway while you change. What if I refuse? Refuse what? If I don't go to the new world? I never heard such a question from anyone before. There was never need for it, since they were taught from childhood that new world was new, exciting life. I had thought the same until I read those notes. You can't refuse, only the chosen ones go to new world, and you have been chosen. We don't have much time, please follow me. The words I say cost less times, felt unbearable difficult this time, and somehow sounded unnatural. 321 tensed up, looking at me with a suspicious. Alright, let's go. He sighed heavily and placed the book on his bed. He had a bit slow behind me. He had left his room in so long that he couldn't seem to fix his gaze on anything for too long. I don't like this place. He said quietly, as if he feared someone might overhear. You have been here before, right? Do you remember the day you arrived? I only remember how I felt. I was a little scared at first, but then I was happy. What made you happy? That I got my own room, that they give me good food from time to time. I could do whatever I want all day. Where we were raised, none of that existed. Was ever that place you were raised? I was small, but I don't think there was anything good there. Dozens of guards, hundreds of children. There is no time to be alone, no chance to choose. The guards often beat us for mistakes or made us write in notebooks for hours. His voice was unbearably sad. I wanted to cheer him up, and I didn't want to take him to the basement. To the room. Good idea. Didn't want to die. Especially not for someone who had hated me for years. You can stay here if you want, however they probably won't provide you with food, but I can share mine. Thank you, I really want to stay with you. Can I leave the room now? For the first time I was able to step outside without hesitation. Before, as soon as I stepped into the hallway, my body refused to breathe and I started choking. Perhaps during the process of raising the wards, they implanted a technology in their blood that can control their vital functions depending on their location. If that's the case, the government of New World has the ability to remote suspend it on the day of transportation. What? Why now? This desire woke me up every morning, and in all these years, I never heard it any other time. And we die, right? Basically, it's like the classification of Keeper House was based on the quality of the wards assigned to them. Premium class house were exclusively designed for subjects of category 445, 555, the most perfect specimens, meeting the highest standard of physical structure, cognitive characteristics, and physical stability. Other categories, okay, were allocated to houses with lower levels of comfort. The life support of the wards was ensured by embedded technology implemented during the embryonic development stage. It allowed for the remote regulation of their allowed movement zones. If they exceed this boundary, a mechanism will activate to suppress their respiratory function. A ward could not exist outside of the designated space, thus eliminating the need for physical isolation. Another system was applied to the keepers, but their control parameters serve as different purposes. Unlike the wards whose movement was restricted, the keeper control system was triggered upon detection of rule violations. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I fail it? Yes, you failed it too again. Yeah, to plot titans, tools on the street, move item. Interesting. But is this the endings? Nope, right? No, they are endings. Okay. These are the endings. So there's maybe there is only one ending. The one who chose the dark and one gave the light, where the tournament ends, and again the same forest. So there is some that you die and you are dead, right? That you are dead immediately, and others that are given a good ending. Some questions will all become available after you go through the corresponding story branch. Once you complete the game, you lock all the answers. Okay, baby, this is to how it's called. Maybe this is to see the branch and then like a FMV that then you choose different routes to change certain things. I think it's that. But one thing I don't understand is, am I missing because of the tests, or am I missing because I'm going against the rules? That's a question that I don't understand. Is it because of the tests? Because if it's because of the test, I don't see certain paintings in there, or I'm blind, or they don't exist in there, or you need to do something else. That's like, it's a good game because you want to understand what is happening, because okay, you are responsible, you are in that house because you are like a responsible, a keeper, right? Let's better say like that, a keeper, and those are your wards, like people, like I'm not going to say prisoners, patients, better say like that. And you take blood samples, because for something, yes, you have the tablet, but you are always taking some blood samples from each one. And then we find that paper, and we see that people that go to the basement, they die, because we thought they going to the new world because they were chosen, but the previous keeper left a note saying, careful, they go to the basement but they die, they never go to the new world. So they kill. Why? Of course, more do you advance the story, maybe you're gonna understand why they kill, or I understand that, but of course you can't die. Of course, you certain times you're gonna die. Of course, that's normal because certain endings are for that. It's you die because you are going against some rules. And of course, you have outside to go to the forest, but I was always going outside, and I died at the same time. I think it was like that talked about toxins, right? So it's because I was always going outside that, and then I died because we were seeing the butterfly, that ghost appearing. In the end, I died maybe because I broke the rules. It's hard to know why you die, or because I failed the test. It's hard to understand why. But like in terms of artwork, amazing. I like it. The story is a little bit complex, but the more you advance in days, I don't know how many days it is, the more you advance, the more you start to understand more about the game and about the story in the game. But there is a lot of endings you can see in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 endings. Maybe there is one that's true ending, other is the bad ending. No, maybe. Or the normal ending, bad ending, true ending. Can be like that, and the rest is death, right? So yeah, like I like it. Like if you like visual novels and with a lot of choice, you're gonna enjoy this one. It's already available on Steam, and like you need to like visual novels. But if you are not, oh, I'm not a fan of visual novels, like I always say, give it a shot, because sometimes there is visual novels that are worth because they have good story and the choice, like a lot of branching, and this is one of them too. It has a lot of branch and the good story and good artwork. The story can be more complex compared to others too, but you need to, sometimes it's giving a chance that you can find new games that you like. So hope you guys enjoy it, and see you guys next time.